Hey everyone, thanks for your patience between this video and the last. I hope you are all as excited as I am about Overcompensate and our oncoming album. You all know how important Clancy is to me, so having an entire album about him is a dream come true. Let's get down to business and start talking about our new song. Right away at the beginning, we get the intro, which visually and auditorily is very important. You see the neon gravestones, the city, the towers. We also get the snippet of Clancy's letters spoken in several different languages, which is really cool. It's nice to include the international clickies once in a while. Later in the song, Clancy says corazon, which is Spanish for heart. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure the only time Tyler has ever used Spanish in his music, except the Taco Bell saga, of course, was when he said Domingo en Fuego in Polarize. That's very interesting because the bishop of Polarize is Lisden, who also happens to be one of the two bishops hosting the live stream through other people's bodies. Yikes. Back to the intro. But this intro, in my mind, is not truly the intro to Overcompensate. It's the intro to Clancy, the album. A big part of this is the callback to Bandito. I created this world to feel some control, destroy it if I want. We know this is an indicator of what this album is going to be, the destruction of Dima. Soon after, we hit the first wait what section, and to me, this is the introduction to the actual individual song Overcompensate. Side note, wait what is repeated 8 times in the song, and we currently have only 8 bishops now since Keon's death. During the intro, there's a strong emphasis on the chandeliers and a little one on the seats. When people start filing in, the camera focuses in on one specific person, and that person is emphasized more than once in the video. There seems to be something different about them, like they're more emotional than the citizens around them. We'll see where that goes. Clancy makes his way into the center of the auditorium. He uses an okay or perfect hand symbol, which then appears in the music video numerous times. He does use it to represent the number 3 in 300, but there are other uses that have nothing to do with the number, including the slide over the eyes as he introduces himself as Clancy. Clancy also covers his eyes when he says react acting, and this is another theme that has been around for many of the band's eras. I actually talk about it in one of my earlier videos. At one point in the video, Clancy makes his way upstairs through the crowd to arrive at a higher place to pull off his mask and keep rapping. This is most definitely a direct reference to the tradition for car radio in concerts. Tyler makes his way up high and pulls his mask off. There are even times when they've used a body double so that Tyler just appears to magically appear in the higher place. Now, here we are with a video, and there is at least one body double, if not a few. The last line that Clancy sings in his higher place in the music video is, "Overtake your former self." What an awesome line. And it's been foreshadowed as well. Don't forget the Takeover tour. Before we got the letter naming what seizing was, I assumed that takeover idea was what the action was called because I was under the impression that this is what had happened to Sally and Dan before they were hosting the live stream. My dad's a pilot. He used to have a license plate that said flyby. I remember him telling me what it means at one point, but I forgot, so I decided to look it up. Turns out, flyby is a phrase used to describe a maneuver done by spacecrafts specifically. So that brings us to March to the Sea. In March to the Sea, a spaceship comes and takes Tyler out of the line that is headed to death. A voice in his head says, "Follow me instead," and then Tyler gets in the ship. He says that it will start again the next day, which is a reference to the cycle that we are currently in the midst of breaking. I want to point out that there is a march declared in one of Clancy's newest letters as well. Also, you all know that I believe that Clancy is a Christ figure, or that Christianity at least in some way had an influence on the lore. March to the Sea is one of the most overtly Christianity-based songs we have in the discography. In Clancy's letters, he also talks about teaching the citizens of Dima, and we see that in Overcompensate. Last but not least, the dangerous bend symbol. I know that I'm not the only one who heard dangerous band symbol and saw Clancy using his hands to make the shape of the band's logo. Well, we were wrong. He really was saying dangerous bend symbol. What he's referring to here is the sign you see on the road that precedes a sharp turn or that warns that you are about to turn into rougher terrain. Now, we do have a lot of references to driving in the top discography, but why would that matter here? Well, it turns out that Tyler told a British interviewer that it was about the sign. Someone looked it up, and guess what? The dangerous bend symbol in the United Kingdom was created by the Nicholas Bourbaki group, the same group that the Dima Bishop's leader named himself after. Wow, it really is just every single detail with this band, isn't it? Well, that's pretty much it. I don't feel the need to extrapolate any further right now. We have a big storm coming. I'm working on another theory right now. It's dark and it's difficult to convey, so it might take a while to complete, but it's coming. Keep your eyes and ears out in your subscription box, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.